All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. Together, we're going to watch a video and we're going to respond. Give a Christian response and
Biblical
reaction.
Perspective.
Amen. All right, first one, I'm going to agree with it, guaranteed, because it's Dr. Miles Monroe.
Yeah, how could you not?
You could be wrong. All right, here we go.
The secret to successful marriage is not love.
Okay.
Don't marry a person because you think you love them
Okay.
or they say they love you. Wrong reason.
I would agree.
Love does not make marriage successful.
All right, doctor.
Now, your grandmother and your grandfather stayed together, but it wasn't because of love. It was because of the culture at that time that we call respectful dependency.
It's interesting.
She depended on him for...
Okay. All right, there's Dr. Miles Monroe.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I turned it off. All right. Okay, the secret to a successful marriage is not love.
Right.
I would largely agree.
Yeah.
It is, what would you say it is? Because he said respectful dependency, but that's the problem is like a successful marriage might not be like, you'd have to define what a successful marriage is. And it doesn't mean that we just stayed married. Like, did you enjoy each other?
Because there's
There's
lots of
miserable marriages that don't end.
Yeah, they don't ever get divorced. But I mean, my gosh, there's been like horror stories of spouses passing away, and they're like, "Oh, I hated them.
Yeah, I'm happy they're gone.
I hated them. We're
go to dinner
miserable."
with people I like now.
It's
like,
crazy.
oh my gosh,
so just because you stay together for a long time doesn't make it successful. But I think it comes back down to, again, I think it's a choice. It's not the feeling of love. I think it's the choice to love them. I think it's the choice to respect them. I think it's the choice to be willing to do your part to make the marriage successful.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about it a million times.
Yeah.
It is out-serving each other.
Right.
In love. So it's like, yes, it is out-serving. The secret to a successful marriage is out-serving each other in love. It is not the feeling,
right,
but it is the decision that I'm going to serve them how God has told me to serve them.
Right.
Independent, not undependent. Independent.
And I think it is
how they live.
I think it's based on, Paul tells us too, which we've talked about. You can go back and watch the episodes. Again, none of this is based on your feeling. So if you're dating and you have that feeling of love, well, that's not enough reason to get married. Yeah. But
please don't.
Once you do get married, then there are those
Ephesians
rules.
5, baby.
Yeah. If your husbands, you are to love your wives like Christ loved the church, which is not just some flippant little love them like Christ loved the church. Like Christ was willing to die for the church. He was willing to go to, oh my gosh, literally to the cross to give his life for you and I. And that's how the man is supposed to love his wife. He's to be willing to lay down his life, to love her, to celebrate her. And the wives are to respect.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
They're to respect their husband, which is you're there to help him, fulfill the vision that God has placed on within your lives. You're the helpmate. You're there to be support. You're there to be encouragement. And the great part about that is when both people are doing this, natural thing happens. There's natural submission. There's natural respect. There's love that's going to grow. When you're out serving one another, it is easy to do these things.
Amen. That's good.